Welcome back to OTB. We've got a juicy podcast today. Sorry if you can't hear me. I'm about to slip away.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
No reason at all.
Yeah.
Welcome back. That's it.
You look a bit different, but
I've tanned up a little bit.
that's the one. Yeah.
Just got back from Queensland. I know it's a bit. That's where they grow, don't they? The bananas.
Yeah, it is.
What banana?
It
What
is,
are you talking
yeah.
about?
No, I'm saying that's where they grow.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
where I was
sorry.
tanning up. Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Yep. We're gonna start off with the greatest winger the Premier League has ever seen, Mohammed, the Egyptian king Salah.
Wow.
What an intro. Well done. Well,
I'll hand it off to
BERKZ.
BERKZ.
To BERKZ.
Sorry, my neck's a bit sore today.
for what reason?
I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
Enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I peeled out of bed.
BERKZ, bro, what is going on at your club?
I wish I could tell you.
What is going on?
I wish I could tell you. There's conspiracies now that Richard Hughes is picking the lineups. Have you heard that one?
No, I haven't.
That's what's been circulating. I don't know how serious people are about it, but there's a couple of Twitter accounts that are like hanging their head on that one because of a little throwaway comment that Slot made I think it was for this press conference.
What did he say?
Inter Milan. He was like, someone asked him a question about, would you be picking not Salah but another player? And he was like, I don't know. It's not up to me.
That is peeling behaviour, man.
It is appealing. It's not
appalling.
appalling. It's appealing.
It's appealing behaviour.
That's appealing. Yeah. It is. But yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a. It's gone from bad to worse now with this recent controversy, if you will.
All the Liverpool fans are going bananas.
That was good. They are a little bit. I think it's very split down the middle. Actually, no, I wouldn't even say it's split down the middle. There's banana split. I didn't actually mean that one.
I would definitely say it's split.
I don't know. I feel like there's more support, as it should be. There's more support behind the club than there is the player, I would say. I'm a little bit split down the middle. Banana split, if you will. Like I was saying in our chat, like there's elements of what he's done that I can agree with, but majority of it, I think he's done it the wrong way.
All right, so I want to paint a scenario for you. It's Sunday here in Australia, 3:30 a.m. Mm-hmm. You're fast asleep, but let's pretend you were awake watching.
This time I was. You're right.
Game finishes.
Yep.
Last kick of the game, lead salvage a draw.
Mm-hmm.
You then go to the mix zone and you hear, you see from the mix zone that things are coming out, murmurings are coming out, words have been spoken. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about what Salah said and everything that's come from that with Carragher, with the other players, Van Dijk's words,
Alisson as well.
Alisson, Slot this morning as well. There's been lots said, but starting from Salah.
So how do I feel about what he said?
How do you feel?
I'm not going to go to the level of what Carragher was saying about it's disgraceful, whatever. Like he was full getting emotional, trying to take it on his own shoulders to solve the problem. Mm-hmm. I think I do agree with some of what he said too at the same time, but also not all of it because he's gone full on attack mode. Like, it's all his fault. And he's gone down the route of like, now he's attacking his character and his ability a little bit, that's when he's like just lost it a little bit.
It's very personal.
Yeah, he's getting very, very personal. He's getting like offended by it almost.
But he did break down exactly the games that he didn't play in. He broke down why he wouldn't come on as a sub.
But I think like, and Micah Richards was making an argument about this, which again, like Micah Richards is like, I'd be the equivalent of him on that show. You know what I mean? Like he's a bit clueless sometimes.
Enough.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
like he was trying to say like, there's so many ways you can skin a cat, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not just about tracking back and whatever set pieces, which I do agree. Like Jamie Carragher's whole argument against him at this point was like, you wouldn't pick him. His argument was like, all right, he's dropped him for 3 games. He hasn't subbed him on, whatever. At what point in those games would you sub him on? He's like, you wouldn't sub him on if you're trying to chase a win and you're a goal up. So there was no opportunity for that during, I think we were saying the West Ham game, whenever it was. And then during Sunderland. Are you all right?
Yeah. Fantastic.
And he was trying to say like there's moments in games where like in the Leeds win, for example, the Leeds draw, for example, he's going, you've only had like a 3-minute window to sub him on. So would you sub him at that point when you're up 2-3? You're trying to defend the lead, blah, blah, blah. That's like his argument now as to why him defending Slot. In terms of what Salah said, I reckon he's gone about it completely the wrong way. I agreed on all that. And Henry was saying it, like he said it nicely this morning. He said it the way Carragher should have said it. very classy gentleman as always. Respect Henri. It was like, if you have a problem with the manager, or if you have a problem personally, don't bring personal problems up when the team is struggling, which I agree with. Like, at this point in time, you're making the situation way worse. And I don't know if it was like a strategy to almost get Slot sacked, or like get him under pressure a little bit more. There's rumors, and again, it's like both camps. It's like all the stuff that's coming out from the other players about Van Dijk saying, apparently he was caught in the mix zone saying, like, let him say something, bro, let him say something, whatever. But then he's come out this morning and say, like, he's my mate, we speak personally, that stays personal. He's got to deal with it himself, blah, blah, blah. I think overall the situation, not blown out of proportion. I think it is like the response has been fair from fans and most pundits, except Carragher. I think he's just gone a bit too far. But yeah, I think at this point, I don't know if this is him trying to like jump ship, sever tie. Like I don't know why he chose to take that approach, because I do agree with Carragher in that, like, he's only come out to do interviews at really select moments. So it's not like he's coming out when they have a win, like, it was good, whatever. Or if they've had a loss, we'll pick it back up, whatever. It's like it's true. Last year when he wanted the contract, he came out and he spoke about it.
That's what I mean.
He brought that up.
I was just about to say, it's not the first time that he's been vocal.
Yeah, for personal gain, which is that's the point Carragher was making.
That was his fourth time.
Yeah, Carragher, like, I don't know this stat, but it's not even a stat really. But the 4 times that he's come out in the mix zone he's come out 4 times in the whole time he's been at Liverpool into the mix zone to chat, and all those times, or most of those times, have been around like personal gain, and he reckons it's set up by his agent, whatever, which probably is true, to be honest. So I think his comments overall about, like, the worst part of it for me was the throwing under the bus comment, because I think that's completely, like, I don't know, maybe there is admin stuff in the background, we don't know, but I think if you look at it from a fan perspective, if you see one of your legends, because it's undoubted he's a legend now, like, for Liverpool, if you see one of your legends saying your club has thrown you under the bus when all that's happened is that you've missed out 3 games, like, I think that's disrespectful to club management, for one, even if there is things happening in the background, your teammates, and then most importantly the fans as well, because, like, that's like, all these people have poured, they love porn. That's not even the word. Poured. Apologies. Have poured, like, love, adoration, respect to you as a player after all these years. And then for you to turn around and say that's a bit of like a kick in the guts, I feel like, to everyone that supports the club overall. That's the comment that I took the most not offense with, but like I had the most issue with, because I don't think that's accurate of what's going on. For him to turn around and say that club has thrown him under the bus just because he hasn't started 3 games is a really big stretch.
Well, at least he's going to be ripe and ready for the AFCON.
Correct. Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, I agree.
I mean, you've said a lot there. A whole lot of nothing.
I got derailed because I'm standing next to. I don't know. No, just standing next to Wood.
The reason why I say that, bro, it's you've jumped from like one thing to another thing to another thing without actually like getting into anything deeply.
Well, we're gonna get into that.
Like, aren't we? I think we need to really look at what Salah's trying to get across in his words. I think a lot of people are so quick to jump to blame games, bro. Can you get off your phone?
No, I'm listening.
My fucking head in. Get off your phone, bro. Fucking, you've said,
bro.
I'm listening.
Said 3 words and you've been on your phone the whole time. All I can see from the corner of my fucking eye is you typing on your phone, bro, flat out. Bro, at least give the 3 people that watch the respect of like giving like something.
Yeah, I've done a Mo Salah.
I was researching some Mo Salah stuff.
Yeah, we need to look at what Salah actually said and why he said it. Because
I agree. Let's jump into it.
Let's start with, he got made the club's highest paid player in all time. Yeah, he's coming off a historical season, goals, assists, player of the year, club player of the year, everything. All the accolades that you could win, he won them,
Bar the Ballon d'Or.
Bar the Ballon, yeah. He then has, 300 million spent in attack with Wirtz, Ekitike and Isaac to come in. Obviously looking at the future, but you've given this guy a big bolster contract of 400k a week, and then you've gone and you've spent 300 mil on 3 players that are the new attack. So sort of maybe he feels like he's being not pushed out now, but he's copping all the blame for this not working, when really he maybe isn't at fault.
But from what side? Who do you reckon? Who's leveling the blame at him? Are you saying like the club internally?
Yeah, like
or?
maybe he's being scapegoated a little bit because it's not that the other players haven't been benched, but the other players haven't been performing either. So why is it Salah now that's copying 3 benches back to back, halftime substitutions against Leeds, or, why is he being made to look like the problem?
I think from a squad selection perspective, if he, it's not he's being made to look like the problem. I think it's more so if you look at our squad changes over the season since we started this season, he started every game bar these last 3, yeah? Who else has come in? Like, we've been crying out for, like, all right, bring on Chiesa when you have to. Play Chiesa. Like, he's playing in form. Salah's down a bit. Give him a rest. Get him back on. Like, Slot hasn't made those changes, I guess, consistently enough. Maybe that's what's blown it over. Like, I don't think it's about people scapegoating him, but you can't deny that he's not had a good season so far. Like, this has not been, in any way, the start that you expect from Salah. Even in his worst season, he's still at least putting up numbers. You know what I mean? This season, it's undoubted. Like, he can't turn around and be like, no, I've been playing better than everyone. He should know, and he would know, obviously, like, given that he's not up to par with where he was at last season.
Yeah, but
it doesn't help.
Also got a lot of other players who haven't been performing, probably even worse.
Exactly, I agree. Yeah. But you got to think about Ekitike and Sob,
who are still getting rewarded with game time.
Yeah,
every single week.
But also, you got to think about the squad too. Like, how much depth do we have? We've been playing Szoboszlai right back for where he shouldn't be playing. Like that is arguably. I don't know. Maybe it's not purely the reason, but I think that could be a reason why we've been so shaky overall, because our squad's just not been consistent either. Like, we don't have the squad depth to afford. Like, all right, you know what? You're off for 3 weeks as well. Like, because you've been shit. I'm going to sit you on the bench. We need to play those players that have been continuing playing because we don't have that depth to prolong. You know what I mean? Like, and Salah is the only position that isn't really covered. Like, we've literally just got Chiesa there. Who else are going to play?
Frimpong
like,
being injured didn't help either.
Frimpong, I don't even know if that guy is on the books anymore, bro. I haven't heard a fucking peep from him in like 2 months. Honest to God,
since his last
he just popped into my head. He literally just appeared in my mind the other day. I was like, bro, this guy plays for our club. Yeah. Like, where is he?
I don't know. Like, for me, Salah's a type of player that you make moves happen to continue to play him. So if he's having a rough patch playing on the wing, like, he's a type of player that you cannot afford to drop, but possibly move him around so you can get the best out of him. Like, these are type of players that you just simply can't drop.
Can you tell us the stats that you just brought up before?
What?
You said you brought up stats.
No, I couldn't find them. Yeah, so, like, I'll give you an example. Like, you got players like Odegaard who, generally are the playmakers for Arsenal. Like, if they're going through a bit of a rough patch, they're still not the type of player that you want to bench or keep on the bench for a very long time. So you play him around. Bruno, for instance, is the type of player that when he's on, he's unreal. But again, you don't drop him. You can't drop him.
I said this to Ronick last year. I said it's probably the perfect time to try Salah as a false nine.
As a false nine, yeah.
But possibly. Then they went and bought 2 strikers. He's not going to have the same pace.
But I don't. But at the same time, you got play. But Isak and Ekitike can play on the right. Exactly. Like, they're versatile players. Isak has played out wide before.
Ekitike can play wide on the left. I don't know about right, though.
But that's what I said to Ronick. I said to him, I go, this is a time where they should start playing Salah as the false nine. You know how that transition that Ronaldo did from winger to...
I reckon the time passed for that, though. Like, that should have been like 1 or 2 seasons ago, I reckon. Like, if you're going to get him to do that, you don't do it in a season like now. We're in full transitional period.
You can't play as an out-and-out winger at 30, like after 33.
No. Do you know what I truly believe? I think you guys really stuffed up the transfer window now, in hindsight.
Yeah.
Massively.
I agree. It's not paid off the way we wanted to. Like,
no, in the sense of, like, Salah is an icon of the past.
Yes.
His contract was done. You gave him $400K a week. You spent...
On a 2-year extension, though, so it's not super long, but...
No, but still, like, he's an... Like, he was the title-winning season. Mm-hmm. Yeah, last season you wouldn't have won it without him. So he goals, assists, everything was Salah. Mm. You then extend his contract 2 years, give him $400K a week, but then you go sign players that can succeed without him. Do you get what I mean? Like, Isaac can't succeed with Salah. Mm-hmm. He needs a different type of player on the wing to, like, give him the support. So maybe it was incredibly wrong to sign those players, or maybe it was really wrong to extend
Salah's contract. Yeah.
Maybe you should have just let him go, even if it was on a free.
I don't know. Like, if a player like him wants to stay at the club, I think you need to afford him that luxury to be like, you know what, he's done all this for us. We need to give him something back. Because like I think you can argue that he's done the Aubameyang and Lacazette, like, you know, was it Lacazette that got the extension as well?
It was Aubameyang.
Who was the other one? Wasn't there two of them?
Not from Arsenal. Lacazette got an extension, but he was never like prolific.
Obama
But
block got
was
them.
Aubameyang.
Let's say like you got the contract and you're just cruising. I don't think Salah is that type of player to do that. Like he's not dropping stinkers on purpose, or he's not taking his foot off the gear. I think he's just genuinely he's just not the player he was post last season. Like he's completely dropped off, which a lot of them have.
Towards the end of last year.
But a lot of them have, like Van Dijk as well. You can see now, Alisson even to the point where like he would be so sharp in goal. I'd feel confident that even if a ball got through, like the defensive line, everything, like I knew he would get to it. Like it was not going to be an issue. Now he seems shakier than. Mamardashvili's still pretty shit, but he seems shaky. You know what I mean? Like he's not the same player that you'd know he's going to make this crazy dive and get to it. He just it doesn't seem right. Like a lot of those players that were the spine of the team are just naturally, obviously, they're older now too. They're like on their way out, and it's all come at the same time. Like it's a culmination of all these things. I don't think anyone's scapegoating Salah. Going back to the initial point, like I don't think anyone's saying you're the problem. But I think you can't escape that kind of accusation either if you're playing the way you are. Like, he needs to take accountability and be like, you know what? I have been a bit shit. Like, I need to step up.
I think he slipped out of form.
Yes.
You gotta not laugh, bro.
You and Mario Kart before?
You just gotta get going, bro. You can't
No, I can't. It's hard. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to be able to not take it as personal and offensive and be like, you know what? Fuck, like, these guys are the club's doing this and that to me. Like, I think that's the most disrespectful part of it. For him to go, I'm being scapegoated. Everyone's trying to blame me. They're not. Like you can hear it from all fans. Everyone's been saying we as a team have been shit all season. He is a part of that, and that has been called out personally, or singled out, I should say, on its own. But that's not the core reason. Like we're playing shit as a whole club, as a whole team. Like our new signings haven't clicked. Our spine is gone. We've just turned 30 and we've got back pain. That's what's happening. Do you know what I mean?
Welcome.
That's literally.
Welcome.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I see it. And like, I don't know if you got to build on the next question. I don't know are we still talking about this one? Because I got.
I was going to jump to Carragher, but keep going.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, the floor's yours.
Carragher is the next part I was going to bring up. Like, I think his description of everything. He's now taking this role of like, I'm an ambassador for the club. Like, this is my club, blah, blah, blah. Don't, how dare you disrespect it, whatever.
Salah's a bigger legend for Liverpool than Carragher ever will be.
100%. Like, I don't think, you can't dispute that. And I think he knows that too. And he keeps trying to make it like, I'm not hating on him.
Yeah.
You know, and all this stuff. He's trying to say like, I still think he's an excellent player. He's one of the best in the world, blah, 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 all that sort of shit. Like, he keeps trying to like reiterate, no, I'm not taking it personally. I genuinely just think this. I think the way he's come out and attack him, and like Salah called it out too, because he knew it was going to happen, obviously. They're always on his case when this sort of thing happens. For him to come out this personally, I think is the wrong thing to do as well. Like, I don't know if he's got involvement in the club from some, I don't know, 6-degree separation. Like, someone's like, we need you to get out, to like say something, like put it out there, you know what I mean? Because who knows what's happening there? Like, all.
I think they put more pressure on him.
Salah's mentality
on
is
Carragher to
speak.
Because everyone, all the fans, he always makes it on Twitter, what should I talk about? And I think it was like 86, 87% wanted him to talk about Salah. So he's like, I got to come out fiery.
But they also want to see it because they know what he's going to say. They know he's going to like shit all over him pretty much, which he did.
He declared war on you.
Literally.
he was almost sending the tanks in, bro.
Bro, Salah's mentality is I am Liverpool, basically. Like,
but for the
when you think of Liverpool, you think of Salah, you know?
Right now, yes.
So for him to come out and be vocal, for him that's probably, you know, like he thinks it's warranted. Like, who's this Arnie slot bloke that's just come in? All right, we've won the league, but again, like, did you win the league? We kind of won the league. Yeah. So don't cover your mouth, bro. You know how many times I've.
There's nothing there. What do you mean? It's fine.
Yeah,
it's all right. No, I don't disagree. Like, you think of Liverpool in the last 8 or 9 years, however long it's been now that he's been here, and that is like Salah is synonymous with Liverpool. He's Coca-Cola and cola. Like, he's the
Coke,
brand.
no sugar.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, he's Kleenex. Like, you don't say tissue, you say Kleenex. Like, he's.
I'll say tissue.
As well.
I do as well, but you know what I mean. This is all marketing speak. This is my other side coming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you associate him with the club immediately, and I understand like why he feels precious about everything, and maybe he's going through something personally to be like, like maybe he's taken it the wrong way completely. I don't know. We don't know what's happening in the background too, because they could be genuinely maybe trying to push him out, or maybe trying to say like, you need to lift or whatever. Like, I don't know what it is that's happening behind the scenes, but I think you support. My overall opinion on this is you need to, as a fan, you should be supporting how the club's positioning it. But at the same time, I know what you're going to say. I think there needs to be a bit more delicacy. Is that the right word to use? There needs to be more. You need to be a little bit more delicate in how you're treating someone like Salah, who is a legend of the club.
But look, let's be honest. Kenny's more clinical than Mo Salah at the moment.
Oh, sure. I want to put something to all of you here. Is it true that no player is bigger than the club?
I agree. Look what they did they shat in CR7's mouth.
Well, this is what I want to say, yeah? Personally, I don't believe that. I think some players are bigger than the club they play for.
No.
Ronaldo,
I agree.
Ronaldo's bigger than United.
It depends on what club you're referring to.
Absolutely. But like, for example, I would say most people would think Henry is a bigger figure than Arsenal. And I wouldn't see much wrong with people thinking that. Most people would probably say
especially
the same.
in the last 20 years,
Yeah, most people would probably say the same for Ronaldo when it comes to United or even Real Madrid to an extent. Mbappe with PSG, Mbappe was definitely bigger than PSG.
That's valid, I reckon.
There are certain players that are bigger than the club, right? Now, obviously, Liverpool's got such an extensive history of winning European competitions, of heritage across the entire landscape of European football, whether that's English or outside. But is it possible that a player who came in 2017, brought their first title in 30 years and continued to bring success alongside the squad that was built, but he's been one of the constants from the start of that period? Is it possible that that player is warranted to have an ego where he sees himself as, I'm the guy? Every year I've delivered 30 goals. Every year I've delivered 20 assists. Every year I've put us in the best position possible to win something.
Yes, I don't disagree. I don't agree with players being bigger than the club in general. I think there's certain instances where you can look at that. Like Henry's a good example. I agree with that because even me, before I became a Liverpool supporter, when you pick in that club, it was like Henry was the guy. I could have been an Arsenal supporter right now. You know what I mean? Because of Henry. But I think like a club like Liverpool, I don't think you could say that. And even United, I don't think you could say. Even with Ronaldo, you couldn't say that he's bigger than
United's too big.
United are too big of a club. Like culturally, you got to think about the impact it's had on the world in the last 30 years.
On the second stint of United of the second stint of Ronaldo at United, he was definitely bigger than United were.
At that stage, yes.
I'm not talking about teenage Ronaldo. I'm talking about when he came there as a 37-year-old who'd won 5 Champions Leagues and been a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner.
I don't know. It's a hard one.
But he was definitely bigger than United. He was definitely bigger than Ten Hag, and he was definitely bigger than every single player in that.
He was bigger than every single player in Ten Hag. Yes,
at that moment in time, maybe. But I still think you got to look at the history of the club because the club's going to be there before the play, like after the player's gone. Like the club is the constant. You know what I mean? Regardless of how big that player gets there, or if he comes and he's huge, whatever. Like the club is always going to be, in my eyes, is bigger than the player. Like I don't agree with that argument of bar a select few. Like maybe Ronaldo potentially you could argue. Like I don't know. I still think Man United are a massive club. Like you can't deny that they are huge.
Yeah.
Like it just have, but he is that one star that maybe could overtake it in that instance. Messi, another one. You could say he's bigger than at the time. He is big. Well, he is. Like you would be a Barca supporter because of Messi. I don't think at this stage in time you're not going like, oh fuck, I love Lewandowski, I'm going to become a Barca fan.
No, I love Pedri. Rafinha's so good.
Or Gavi or whatever.
Even Yamal, like no.
Yeah, even Yamal actually, that's a better example. Like I don't think you're not going to be doing that at this stage. But when we had Ronaldo and Messi at Real and Barca, it was kind of different. Like that's a different gravy. But overall, I think prestige clubs, Yamal with bloody, I'm not even going to say it. I had a joke coming up.
Hendrick.
But yeah, like there's certain clubs that I think you can't just overtake status. The player can't overtake the status of they are the club, regardless of what they've done, I think.
So no matter what Salah has done, he will never be, it'll never be warranted for him to speak how he has.
I don't think any player should speak how they spoke. Like, and that's coming from, even look at, like I said, what Henry said this morning. He was speaking about his own experience. He's like, I was against Villarreal. I was traveling with the team, all that sort of stuff. we get to the stadium and they put me in the stand. He goes, did I kick up a fuss? Did I talk about it after? He's like, no. I went and spoke to Pep about it personally. He's like, this sort of thing you can't bring out into the open. You need to have a bit of professionalism about you. And I think, like I said, if he's like, he can say what he wants to say. No one's you can't stop that now. It's done. It's said. But his conduct in how he's gone about this whole situation shouldn't have happened this way. And whatever, like he has the right to speak because he's done what he's done. But it doesn't mean that because he's done what he's done, he can overtake what the club are feeling in response. Like if you're going to say something like that, you need to be on the arse end of what's to come. Because end of the day, there is still a whole heritage club there. Like there's history with Liverpool that you can't just write off just because Salah's won, 2 Premier Leagues and a Champions League in the last 8 or 9 years.
So who do you guys reckon benefits the most from this scenario?
Curtis Jones.
Yeah, true.
He starts every game now.
Look, like you could argue maybe the team might play better this way. I don't know. Like at this stage, at this point in time, if this is last year, I would say no chance. Like obviously Salah was the shining star.
I'll be honest, I have my own personal views on this, which I'll give last.
Yeah, of course.
But just who do you think benefits from this?
He has to be Salah.
I don't know. I think,
Like, it has to be Salah. He's not getting game time anyway.
the club
So there's nothing for him to lose.
don't. I mean, realistically, yes, they're going to lose. The thing, I think, I can't say who wins, but I can tell you who loses out of all this. The fans will lose out of this
I
the
can
most.
tell you who wins.
Who? Salah.
No. The one person that wins in all of this is Arne Slot.
Arne Slot, yeah, that's fair.
Because now his job, they can't get rid of him. Last week, before these comments were out and you guys had won 1 game in 5 or whatever it was, or 1 in 4,
I think it was more than that, but yeah.
it was Slot out.
Yeah.
But now the side of the fan base that takes not offense, but like doesn't look at these Salah words in the way that Salah's right will be like, well, no, we can't get rid of the manager anymore.
Now they're galvanising against him, yeah.
If FSG get rid of Slot now, they look weak. They look incredibly weak, and they look like they've given in to what Salah wants as well. So the one person who has now had their job saved for at least the end of this season, I reckon, is Slot.
I can agree with it, but also I reckon there is an argument to be made that like just because Salah said what he said and come out at this point in time with those comments, I don't think it doesn't mean that the club haven't had a plan going in the background for a while because there is still.
If they sack him, bro, it looks ridiculous on the club.
I don't think it would. I don't think it would.
Suit the circus they run Liverpool.
Yeah.
I don't think it would.
Not have they just lost their best player,
Yeah.
they've also lost a manager.
Clown show.
I don't know.
Bro, if they sack him now, it looks bad.
I don't think
it's going to come right after Salah's words. It's going to come right after it looks like Salah's trying to push the manager out.
But everyone's already say that. I don't think that's like I don't see an issue with it.
If they get rid of the manager now, it's going to look really weak on Liverpool's behalf.
Could you imagine they get rid of the manager and then they hire Carragher?
Like, imagine Gerrard comes in.
Honestly, there was a rumor about that. I don't know if it was true or not. I hope to God it's not. But anyway, I think it's still like you could still comfortably, if it came to it, and these results still end up the way they are. Why are you getting the violin out, bro? Why?
Little violin.
I'm not asking for
I hope
feel
you
sorry
guys
for me.
crash and burn.
Yeah, whatever. Everyone's got their cycle.
sorry,
I'm just saying. I think if you sack him at this point, I don't think it's like a knee-jerk reaction just because Salah spoke. I think it is, and the fans would know this too. It's not going to be. There's not going to be backlash because you sacked Arne Slot. Like
I can't see you on, bro.
8 minutes.
Why?
I've just been staring at you.
What do you
I'm
mean?
focused on what you're saying.
Yeah,
Hey, bro, you can't get rid of him. Arne Slot
There's
has
no
the
way.
safest job in world football right now.
I don't know. I still think it's contentious. I think there's still things working on in the background. They've said too, if performances don't improve,
At least till the end of this season, bro. I'm telling you, they can't get rid of him.
He
They
reminds
can't.
me of when Frank Lampard came in when they were transfer banned and they kept him for the rest of the season because they had to.
Yeah.
That's
They
how it
couldn't-
is.
'cause they
Now
couldn't sack him.
Liverpool's got a transfer ban because Salah's out, so he's safe till the end of the season.
to be honest, if we
got free
keep him
reins.
to the end of the
Which
season,
means-
it's probably more stable anyway. I would say.
But if a manager is safe till the end of the season, it means he's getting another season.
If we do, no, I don't think that's true. I think
Bro,
if we,
I'm
depending
telling
on
you
how
now.
bad it goes.
I think if we keep him this season, it's not the worst thing to happen
no.
either.
It happened with Ten Hag. He made it to the end of the season.
But
They still gave him
different club, bro.
continue. It
Different
happened,
club.
and it happened with Ange.
Different clubs. Like
No,
it's
no.
different
No, he didn't happen
situations.
with
I'm going to click this.
The thing is, it really did look like at least the fan base had tilted more towards
Absolutely.
Slot
Slot
being
out.
sacked.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this has really brought that all the way back.
But it's just muddy the waters. That's why I don't think it's
That's
because
what I mean.
it's
But
not like you're picking a side now. It's just because like this is the thing that's happening. Let's just forget about this for a little bit and let's chat about this.
It's not about let's forget about this. Now it's if this happens, it's because of Salah.
I don't think it is though.
That's
That's what I'm saying. Like we got to think about the bigger picture of how clubs are run. You don't like it's not based on. Hey, Ur said you're a shit cunt. Get out.
But that's
and they're
going to
sack
be
him
the
for shit.
outside perception.
I don't think it would be that, but that's what I'm saying. From a fan perspective, we already know like the tension has already been boiling to the point where like we need a change. This guy's not doing the job. He did it last season. It's not working now. He's not taking any steps to change it in a monumental way that's going to actually bring us back to form. That was a conversation that was happening already. Like I don't think it's going to be. Oh, by the way, like he's gone next week. Xabi Alonso's coming in now. Like that, you know what I mean? Like if that happens, people aren't going to be like, "Oh, this is Salah's fault. Fuck Salah." Blah blah blah. It's
No,
going to. It might like I don't see it being as like a negative reaction from the fan base specifically. Maybe from other fan bases and journalists, whatever. They're gonna because they need to cook stories. They're gonna be like, "Oh, this is what we learned from the back room." Blah blah blah. Salah is the one that instigated it all. Like that will come out for sure if it happens. But I still think if it does happen, it's not going to be that Salah is the one that made it happen as a result of what he said. Like I think it's still valid to be able to if they feel performance wise they need to get rid of him. I think they still will.
Because like there's a lot of murmurs about him losing the dressing room, and
Yes.
this is just that really proves like no senior player would come out and talk like that
No, but like
if the dressing room was together.
well, the comments that are coming out from other players too. Now I don't know if they're just doing it to save face publicly for their own brand. Like Allison today was saying like, oh, I can't remember what the quote was, but he came out and they were like, oh, you know, do you have anything about what? Why are you laughing? There's nothing going on. It's all normal.
I'm not even laughing. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, true.
I'm in
Well,
awe.
we're laughing at how much of a joke you guys are.
Yeah. What happens? What happens after all that talk and giving me shit about the Conference League? They play in the Conference League.
That doesn't even look like they'll make the Conference League.
I don't think. Yeah, it's a tough shout unless we win the Champions League somehow.
You're gonna get a peel straight to the forehead.
Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Allison has come out with comments. Van Dijk's come out with comments. The only person I haven't heard from yet is Robbo. I don't think he's come out publicly. You'd expect something from him usually.
No, Robbo did. Robbo spoke. Yeah, he spoke after the Champions League game this
What
morning.
did he say?
At first, they were talking about the game. They spoke about the disallowed goals, and then it was just the media train, like, you know, everything will be kept private, blah, blah,
Standard,
blah. Yeah,
yeah.
just the standard stuff.
I'm surprised he even made it there. He's got no legs at all.
No, Robbo's all right.
He looks better than anything else in their back
He
line
does,
at the
bro.
moment.
That's
Yeah.
the sad thing.
Robbo, yeah.
He actually looks
He's
like
actually your
reborn.
best defender.
He's
at the
reborn,
moment.
honestly, yeah.
He looks his strongest defender.
He looks like his heart's back into it. Like he's got the young guy in
Well,
front of him.
because you guys went in and signed Kirkheads, and it's like, shit, I've got a bit of
I don't know. I
competition.
can't believe it's gone this wrong. It's just where I was.
It just
What, like,
reminds me of
Four
bro,
months
Liverpool
ago.
right now.
Honestly, remember I was like, we're gonna win the league.
4 months, what a
it's
change,
on.
bro.
Liverpool right now just remind me of United in so many ways.
All
bro.
right, we're not that bad. Relax.
No, bro, you guys are worse.
I wasn't going to talk about United at all, but please, I want to know how Liverpool reminds you of United.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
all I want to know about
That's it.
United.
Don't go
That's it.
there.
No, keep it specific.
I want
Alright.
to do the same timeline. All right, we're going to reset
Spending a shitload of money on transfers and players that you don't actually need
in one season.
in one season, and
How many times have you
going
wanted to do
from winning the league to becoming absolutely shambles.
How many times have you guys spent millions and millions and millions?
That's what I mean. Like you guys
Season on
remind,
season.
yeah,
We've done it
every
once,
single
though.
season, bro.
We've done it once and we've won.
And the one season
We've
that
had
you guys
success in the last
spend
10
money,
years.
the one season that you guys do spend money,
We
it all
capitulate.
turns to shit.
Yeah, I don't know. No one could have foreseen this, bro. You guys are the ones that when I said like, oh, maybe we don't need Isaac, you were like, as if you'd say that. Now look, where are we now, bro?
When it came out that you were signing Isaac, I was like, well, the league's done. That's it.
Everyone
Finished.
thought that.
You can't get
How
worse
can
than
you
this.
Yeah, it can.
All right. Well, look. Lastly, I just want to say on the Carragher stuff, I think Carragher had good points. Speaks passionately, but he speaks from a place of like anger, and like such a personal angle that
Pretty much called him a Chelsea reject.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
just
is
like bringing up Afcon,
The way
bringing
he
up
was bringing all that
Chelsea.
up, yeah,
like
yeah.
he was Player of the Year at Roma before he signed for Liverpool. You know what I mean? Like,
And he was trying to make it like before we came to Liverpool.
yeah, who was he? It was nothing.
He was a Chelsea reject.
Yeah.
That's all he like. He started the conversation
so
like that.
good,
You know what I mean?
Like,
Like,
it's cool.
What a dog. Why
and
would you
to
say
bring
that,
up
bro?
Afcon,
yeah. He's like, he hasn't won anything with Egypt anyway.
Bro, the Egyptian FA's been falling apart. Like Salah's kept it together.
Literally.
taken them to 2 World Cups,
can't
which they
believe it.
hadn't seen before. Yeah,
Like-
I know, man. It's just crazy for him. For him to be the face of Liverpool in the media, which
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It sums it up. Sums you guys up. Spitting on little kids.
Yeah,
Girls
to
while
have
driving.
such like hectic, anger, bias, personal,
Yeah.
like just
That's
bro,
bad.
full on.
It's too much.
And then he also commented on Salah's post.
Yeah, and he's like, I've never wanted to see Liverpool
bro,
win a
it's
game
so
more than
personal,
tonight.
bro.
Like
it's crazy.
he's gone above and beyond. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I think maybe it is split down the middle. There's people taking Salah's side. There's people taking the club side. I think more people are on the side of the club. I agree largely with Vicky's point of view that he shared in the chat the other day. But I think Salah has a right to speak, but not in the way that he did. That's my closing comments on it. Like, I'm going to support the club with what they do on it because you have to support your club.
Yeah.
But I think Salah still has a right to speak. How he's done it, I think is the complete wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he needs to be afforded some respect given what he's done and the status he has at the club at this stage.
All right, sweet. Well, look, we'll bring the Liverpool section to a close with those comments. Thank you, BERKZ. I think that's the most you've talked on the pod.
That might be a record, eh?
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Honestly.
He basically did the episode for us.
Yeah,
bro.
basically.
pretty
Yeah.
much
It's-
So, Luke, I want to move on to Chelsea. December started off so strongly for you guys. An incredible
Let me bring it up.
1-1 win against Arsenal. Your title challenge
Here we go.
was there. But since then, the fallout and the results have not been that great.
What's that movie? Was it the Tinkerman? No, who they used to call Tinkerman?
Tinkerman.
Yeah, you know, the one that does all the changes. Was it Tinkerman? There was
Tinkerman?
Yeah, it's like he just keeps MARESCA. I call him the Tinkerman.
I don't know I've never heard this reference. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on, I will have a quick look for you.
No, I've got it.
Right.
So December, we're talking about December. Chelsea's December.
Chelsea,
form.
yeah, December.
So it all started. If everyone remembers when we were on the title charge last year, does everyone remember that? When everyone said, "Are you in a title? Are you in a title race?"
Yep.
When you were first.
Last season.
No, when we were about to go first.
No, you were top of the table.
No,
When was
we'll-
this? Last season
We
or
were
this
about to
season?
play. So we just beat Brentford at home 2-1, and then we slapped Shamrock Rovers 5-1 in the whatever it was
Shamrock
Conference
Rovers.
League. Conference
Wow.
League. So we had to we play Everton. We beat Everton that week at away at Everton, Goodison Park. We go top of the table in December. This was December. I still remember it. December 26th. I'm on holidays. I'm like,
Boxing Day.
beautiful. It was an early game as well. I'm like,
Kick back.
we win this game, we're going top of the table and title race is on. And I'm like, beautiful. Mouth started watering. It was actually a wet night at Goodison. I still remember it. And then it was a boring 0-0 draw. It was like one of the worst performances I've ever seen. And obviously Everton nearly got relegated that year, so it was all right. And then we went away. No, sorry, it was on the 22nd. My apologies. Then the 26th of December. So 22nd, we played Everton, drew 1-0. We didn't go top of the table. But then I'm like, you know what? We're playing Fulham. Fulham at home. I'm like, 26.
London derby.
Oof.
Big game. We get done to them 2-1.
Oofed.
I'm like, look, it happens, you know, but a draw, loss,
I'm
it's
sure
not.
I'm sure you're so composed.
Lost it. then the 30th
I'm
of
sure you're
December-
like, whatever, it
that's what
happens,
it is,
man.
yeah.
Whatever. Oh, it is what it is.
I'm cool.
We're playing Ipswich. We're playing the relegated. They're pretty much second last at the time. Ipswich Town FC. I'm like, wow, we'll beat them.
Ed Sheeran FC. You should call it.
Wasn't this a 3-0?
We'll beat them. Like I'm pretty sure we'll beat them. We get done to them 2-0
Fire out.
away,
I remember.
and that was
Didn't Delap score?
he did. It was that bullshit penalty they copped. He fell down and he dived. Absolute robbery.
Absolute bot.
And then so that's 3 games in December. The last 3 games of December we haven't got a win, and now 4 games into December we haven't got a win. That's 7 games in December that we haven't
In the
been
last
able
2
to.
Decembers.
In the last 2 December, obviously we had a good run at the start, but we were playing Farmers
And still 2 weeks
and
to go.
Spurs and
Right,
stuff
at one
like
stage,
that.
you guys were looking like you're up there for.
Yeah, so in December last year, the first game was 3-0. We beat Aston Villa. We slapped Southampton 5-1. We beat Tottenham 4-3, that big game. Then we had a Conference League. Then we beat Brentford. And then what started was Everton. After that, we haven't been able to win a game in December. And I genuinely can't remember the last time we won, which obviously I just told you.
Yeah,
But,
just the week
you go.
before.
Just recap the whole thing.
but it's been a long
Tottenham
time.
4-3.
It was actually Shamrock Rovers.
Before that, it was Southampton 5-0.
But, today was, for our viewers out there,
All 3 of
it
you.
was Wednesday. We played a Champions League game at Atalanta, and it was the worst game I've seen in a long time.
You were up 1-0.
No, regardless of 1-0, it shouldn't have been 1-0. It was one of the worst games I've ever seen in my life. That second half was like United style game. Honestly, it was that bad.
That bad, huh?
Yeah.
That was the
I
most
felt like- I
mental
felt like we
lineup,
for a
bro.
second.
United's second half against Wolves was actually probably it was decent.
Bro, If I lined up 11
Yeah, I know,
now,
bro.
I'd-
Our white team from 2 weeks ago will probably beat this Wolves team.
Yeah, it won't
yeah,
surprise me.
don't worry about United. That's about it. Yeah, that's my December curse at the moment. Yeah, if you want to ask
You know
me
who
anything
else is having a bit of a December curse as well, or since November?
United.
No, Arsenal. Arsenal
How did
has
we just jump from Muffle
because Arsenal have had they've won 20 points since November, and United have won 18 points since November.
That's where it was all going.
a little bit of a blip. Oh, are we off Chelsea already? Beautiful. Let's go.
We're not off Chelsea.
We're Arsenal, bro.
We're definitely not off Chelsea.
Okay.
Liam Delap,
Get his shoulder.
footballer or rugby player?
He has to be the ugly, not ugliest. He has to be the unluckiest player. Comes back from his hammy, can't get back into the rhythm of the thing of it, and then he does his shoulder.
Yeah, well,
First 10 minutes.
if he wasn't trying to tackle players for no reason, and he was actually, if he was trying to play football, he'd be all right.
Yeah, for 6 to 8 weeks.
Did we dodge a bullet with him?
Nah. Bro, you spent 60, 70 million on like 15 different
don't
strikers.
fall for his bait.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't fall
Stop
for his
talking about
bait.
United, bro.
Don't fall for his bait, bro.
You paid triple for Hoyland.
Honestly, bro,
absolutely
that was
dominating.
one of the worst.
Yeah, dominating
one
in
of the
Napoli.
worst transfers of all time.
Yeah, what?
And I say this after signing
the lap
fucking-
6 to 8 weeks, huh?
Yeah, shoulder, but it's
Big
not
loss?
confirmed. But it will be. I think it will be 6 to 8
6 to 8 weeks.
because he got subbed off straight
joint.
away.
Bro, didn't the guy play he's only been in for 5 weeks anyway. hasn't he?
Literally, he's been in for 3 games. He got the red card the first game. He was out for a week, and he's played
the
2
hammy.
2 back to back. That was the start of the year.
Yeah.
So he's out for another. I reckon pretty much.
Big loss?
Not really. No, he hasn't played, so it doesn't really matter. It does in the rotation, but now we get to see Gahey or Guay.
Boy.
Gui.
Palmer's came back in, hasn't made much of an impact yet.
He's only played 60. He came on. He's only played 60 minutes so far. They didn't take him to Italy because obviously everyone thought we were going to beat a team that's 12th in the Serie A. That's 6 points off relegation at Atlanta. So
I can see him being like the Home Alone kid for some reason when he said that. They just forgot him at home.
yeah, no, they literally. He'll start again. He'll start again next week. But yeah, he's 60 minutes in. He looked okay, but after a long period of time, you can't really expect him to save us out of the December form slump. But hopefully he does and starts firing. So we need him. We need him for the second half of the season.
Do you think, like this is not off topic, but this is going back a couple of weeks. Do you now see the fallout from the Arsenal game with all the comments that the players were making in regards to how good they played and how they should have beat Arsenal, this, that, blah, 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 or Arsenal couldn't beat them? Do you think those comments were premature to make as a Chelsea team that is still maybe finding who they are a little bit?
I think when it comes to Chelsea Arsenal, it doesn't really matter. I think that game is. How do you say that word? Anomaly? I can't say it.
Anomaly?
Yeah, it's like that game for both the players, sets of players is. It's a big game, so they're pretty much in the moment. They can say both sides can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
So, and then the issue with us is because it's such a young side, they'll have to reset and play against the smaller sides. They have to show it. If they show it against Arsenal, they have to come out and show it against Leeds. But again, I don't blame the players. I blame MARESCA for the Leeds game, the week after, and this game.
So Bournemouth as well?
Bournemouth as well.
What does he do wrong? Like, is he overcomplicating things?
Well,
is he not sticking to a certain style? Is he changing it up every single game? Like,
Well, regardless
what
of
is it?
Regardless of the injuries and him putting plays in a bubble, you can't go to Allen Road with 6 changes and expect to roll Leeds over against Chelsea. That's their fight. It's like how Spurs try and go beat Arsenal all the time, or United play City. Leeds and Chelsea is another big derby as well. When they play us, it's like
It's like a cup final.
it's literally like a cup final for them. It's been like that for 40 years, and it's never going to change. And it's up to MARESCA to gauge what type of game this is going to be. It's not going to be. They're not going to come over and be like they're going to roll over against us.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't have changed that many players and rested that many players. And then if he did, the next week the players have to show a bit of reaction and actually come out and play against Bournemouth as well. And that didn't work either.
With the rotation, bro, this is I really want to get into this with
Yeah.
you. We talk about James being an incredible player, best right back in the league, whatever you want to say about James, one of the best
Chameleon.
Yeah, best player at Chelsea. Can he hold that title when he can't play consecutive games? So he got rested for Burnley.
Yep.
He played Barca, he played Arsenal, and then he was rested for Leeds. So he's played 2 out of those 4 games.
Yeah.
How much can we really say that this guy is the best when he's not available to play those games?
I think to a certain point you can rest him on those type of games. Obviously, the leads. That's why I said you can't rest. For context, you can't rest 6 players. If you're going to rest players, rest Reece James. You rest your Fofana. We can get away with 2 players, not resting half your squad against a Leeds team. Do you get what I mean? We've got enough depth in the middle where Santos could come in and play that Reece James role as an anchor. You can get a couple other players.
Bro, as a Chelsea fan, wouldn't you want James playing?
Every game.
Every game. It's like me with Rice. I want Rice every game.
Ideally, yes, you'd want him to play every game. He's your best player. He plays in the middle, and it's like this morning. He was our best player by a country mile. The way he touches the ball, he could have scored 2-3 goals as well, and he plays that deep lying midfielder. He's an out and out number 6. But the way he moves up and down and takes players on, it's fantastic to watch. And you want to watch it. As a Chelsea fan, you want to watch him play every week. But obviously his history record of injuries, and I like the way he's been managed. MARESCA in this aspect, I do agree with the way he manages Reece James.
He's trying to protect him, knowing his history with injuries and stuff like that. But still, bro, like if he's not injured and he's starting to pick up his form again, play him.
Play him.
Look, this is the only one I disagree with. At the moment, I do like the way he's being managed. But eventually,
it's costed you games.
But I agree with Brad. It's costing you guys points.
But then, no, I disagree with that as well because they don't play Reece James. They've got players that can not obviously play at his level, but that can do a job while having a couple other players that can fill in that gap. He plays obviously he gets up for the bigger games, but he shouldn't be playing Gusto and Cucurella and a few other players in that role. So if you're going to play, you put the actual CDMs or centre midfielders in his role that can make up for it. That's why we've got all these young talent players that can match that.
The one thing I want to just put to you is obviously you lost Caicedo in the Arsenal game to a red card. He's then gone to Leeds, which is the game after Arsenal, and he's fully rotated his midfield.
Crazy.
He's put Fernandes in at the base with Santos, and he's put João Pedro in at the 9, at the 10, sorry. Wouldn't you be like, look, I've just lost Caicedo, who's so important for my midfield.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll leave James in.
I would agree.
Maybe I'll keep that stability of James in, and I'll put Fernandes in the 10, which keeps Fernandes in where he excelled against Arsenal as well and Barca.
Yeah.
And then I'll put Santos next to James.
Against Leeds, I would have to agree with you.
You know, because like you said, you're rotating 6 players, bro. Chalobah went right back. Tossin went centre back with Buddy Ashiel.
Never seen anything.
Fernandes and Santos went into DMs. Estevao and Giddens came in on the wings, and Delap came in up front. That's a lot of players to rotate.
How are you supposed to build some sort of momentum, some sort of chemistry, if you're continuously going to rotate your players? I get it. You've got a large squad. And again, we've spoken about this previously. It's not a good thing to have. But, bro, I don't care. If you are one of my most important players, you're fit, you play every single game. No matter what.
I agree.
Hypothetically speaking, you do want to manage players. You start him, but then you manage him by subbing him off later on in the game. But at least you've got him for the majority
have him
of
on the
game.
bench.
He doesn't
He doesn't even bring him.
That's what I mean. It's like MARESCA has single-handedly costed you points.
I agree. MARESCA has been responsible for at least 6 of the last 9 points you guys have dropped.
I agree with you there, but I disagree with him starting every game at the moment.
At least have him on the bench.
I agree with that.
At least have him for 30 minutes.
But it's not even just that. You can cover around him, around the way he plays with the players that we have.
You don't have another player like him, though.
We don't. Obviously not. Look, he's world class. But in saying that, you can't just go putting Uncon after having an absolute stinker, costing us 2 goals out of that. One, we had a complete meltdown. It was like state league level. And then and then coming on today, putting him on, instead of putting Andre Santos on, putting Josh Antropong in this at centre back role. We've seen this kid play week. Every time he's played, he hasn't put a foot wrong, and he's only 18.
Yeah.
So obviously there's quality there that's already better than Tossin. So this is MARESCA just trying to be like Pep and do all these weird changes and just keep moving shit around.
Tinkerman.
It is, yeah. Am I wrong?
I don't know. Tinkering around.
Yeah, just Tinkerman.
It's like they see it as a chessboard, but
I think it's too much.
He's got like 4 chess pieces and like 6 checkers pieces.
No, it's more like when Bart's playing like 6 chess games at once, and he's like,
He's had the most changes.
And it's like checkmate. Go.
Yeah.
But it's like Maresca his job is quite simple, right? Like a manager's job is quite simple, especially when you have the players and the depth. Play your best 11. But he, like you said, he wants to be this Pep. Like, he's trying to find ways. Like, I want to be, best at everyone. But bro, like, it doesn't work like that.
Like today's lineup was crazy to me. Honestly, I knew it was good. We were going in for a long one once I saw the lineup. And then second half, him putting Gusto on and not putting Estevao on and putting Tossin on, I felt like
nothing pisses me off more.
I got robbed at gunpoint. That's what
nothing pisses me off more than when a manager single-handedly costs you games.
It was on him today, and Leeds was on him as well.
Like you know, a lot of the time it is your players. Yeah, like you know they just didn't rock up today. But then when a manager like makes the wrong subs or makes the wrong, starting 11 stuff, and you can see how that's costed you the game. Yeah. That just cooks me.
I can't say the guy from Brighton, the one we got on loan.
Huh?
The one that we got on loan.
Buonanotte.
Why didn't he come on?
Where is he?
Where is half your squad is the question, bro?
Why
You
didn't
guys
he
have that many players.
He was signed as a backup 10.
Yeah, he's got a certain, he rotates like 16, 17 players max. And then he even gets that wrong. That's what I'm really confused about.
But is that the challenge though? Like, is that why he's doing all these different changes? Because you guys and I'm not saying this is a joke. You guys have a huge squad. Like, you have a massive list.
Well, it's exactly the same as everyone else's.
Yeah,
but
as in like overall, like, but
we don't.
You guys bought that many players, like, and it feels like you guys don't have like a cohesive 11. You know what I mean?
Favorites.
But see, sometimes this is where sometimes someone like Todd should be like, you know what? I've provided you with this luxury of players. Maybe I need to strip it away from you, so I can dumb down your job.
No.
Todd Bubba doesn't see it like that.
No. Okay, so
we're signing another 17-year-old.
You know what? I'm angry with you. Here's 4 more players.
But another thing with his job,
he's
got 2 healthy kidneys. He's got a liver.
Another thing that we can see, I'm not sure why he can't see it. Enzo Fernandez has played every single game back to back. No resting. He's played regardless every single game. Why wouldn't you, out of all players, rotate that player, take him out, put that kid from Brighton in, put a couple other different players in where you can against these lower
tier teams.
They're 12th in Syria, for God's sake. But he leaves sort of the base in, but they've been battered pretty much. They played 3 days ago, 90 minutes. Yeah. They played the 3 days before that, 90 minutes. And when it comes to this, they're travelling to Italy and they look tired. And they're just not up for it.
But I want to ask you a question, and genuinely, I'm not trying to cook you.
Yeah, ask me.
If you have a chance right now to replace Maresca, would you take it?
Right now,
would you take Slot?
No. not right now.
That's a genuine question.
Because I'm sick of
with your current squad. With your current squad and the problems that you are seeing, would you replace Arnie Slot? Sorry, Maresca for another manager.
Maybe at the end of the year, if it's looking like it's we're getting. I'd probably go for yes. At the end of the season, unless if it keeps going, it probably can't get worse than this, can it?
It can.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to win a game in December. To be honest with you,
it's not the matter. I think it's not the matter of would you change the manager? Same thing that we were saying the other week around Slot. Like, who's available to take the job?
No, look. Realistically, if we don't win a game all December,
so the December curse rolls on.
There's another 6 games left. If we don't win any of those 6 games,
December's stacked, bro.
If we don't win another 6 games,
I'm so sick of football in December.
Yeah, right. December generally makes or breaks your season.
Yeah. It's already starting.
How they survive,
bro? Just get over
through those games. It's too much.
I love it, bro.
Every 3 days game.
It's only going to be more.
I only get to watch 1 game a week, so December's good for me.
It's only 80 games a year, bro.
Yeah, so if he doesn't win a game in December, sack him and get Areola in. That's all we have to do. Steady the ship.
Iraola from Bournemouth.
I don't know.
Don't you think you guys need someone?
If Roman was here, he would have been sacked.
He would have been sacked.
He was gone.
No, he would have been sacked in the first season.
No. Out of this game, he would have sent.
Don't you think you guys need a manager with the caliber of Zidane or something like that?
I think honestly, it'd be crazy to get rid of Maresca, given what he's proven in the big games.
Yeah,
PSG.
That's why I said
PSG is the big winning the Club World Cup. I know
he's also costing you games, bro.
Yeah,
but he's figuring it out as he goes.
He's got more chance of being able to resolve those things than finding a manager that can make you compete at the top level against the top teams.
Yeah,
that's not easy either. Yeah,
every big game, the team is set up
almost perfectly, and the
almost
players are always up for it. If anything, they're too up for it.
Yeah.
Like,
So now he's got to figure out a way to play against the lesser teams. No disrespect to anyone else, like United, and we just can't play against
It's like
the teams.
United too. We struggle against the lesser team. We struggle when we need to keep the ball and you know.
But that's not the way you play. We keep the ball. That's the way that MARESCA sets up.
you guys overly keep the ball.
Yeah, just pass it around. No, wing, come back. But in saying that, yeah, he has to fix something in December, or else we're gonna crash out of both competitions.
Do you reckon?
You guys are still look.
No, you'll be fine. Champions League, you'll qualify.
Complete outside
But
shout.
you might play.
But you're only You're literally 6 points from second.
You're not that bad off.
It's not that bad. Like you're
Outside
6 points
shout.
from second. December is a stacked
Bubba.
month.
Comes in, coach.
Do you reckon all these weird changes is Todd Bubba's instructions to be like,
He's actually taken a step back.
to play this guy. I put a lot of money into him. You got to play. Do you reckon it's like that? Like he has that conversation with him?
Nah,
It's a conspiracy theory, but like, do you reckon there's any influence from that side to be like, we've
I
secured
think he's
this
taken
much?
a back step.
Yeah,
You reckon?
I think
Completely.
you've been delving too far into Twitter.
No, I've not seen a thing about this.
Todd's-
This is my theory that's appeared right
Todd's
now.
too busy buying Lakers and
I just
buying-
love taking the piss out of Todd Bubba. It's just a joke,
He's a
bro.
man, bro.
He's
He's
a
completely
businessman.
derailed.
Just a
Chelsea.
money man, bro.
Just lastly on Chelsea,
Yeah.
74 charges are set to be announced
tomorrow.
What?
tomorrow.
For what?
For their self-reported money laundering.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Well, they're saying at
I'm saying,
minimum,
what do you reckon? I think.
yeah, like at minimum a fine,
Yeah.
or potentially points, or relegation. I think one of the options were. As well.
We're just gonna get a slap on the wrist.
That won't
You
happen.
reckon just a big fine?
Just a big fine.
Bro, if City have set the precedent now that they can be bought in these sort of situations, then
Yeah, but no, it's just gonna be.
The thing is, Chelsea self-reported, so I think it gives them a little bit of leeway.
If City's fine, we're definitely gonna be fine.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah,
don't know
well,
about
yeah.
City just yet, but we know yours are being announced tomorrow. So that's Chelsea wrapped up. We'll see how the charges come out against them. Exciting times ahead for you guys.
I think it will be fine.
I think we should move on to Arsenal now, boys.
Arsenal and Man City, because no one's really talking about Man City in the late.
No, they are. Did you watch the Big Six?
Yeah.
Did you see that City fan? Turkish
Steve.
guy?
Yeah.
Bro, he railed Turkish, bro. One of the best rants I've
I'm
ever
going to
watched.
watch it. I haven't seen that
Bro,
yet.
it was one of the
I'm gonna add it
best
to my watch
rants
now.
I've ever seen by a City fan, but he's always good.
Steve's
And
good.
He gets a lot of stick from Arsenal fans.
Yeah.
But the way I've never seen Turkish just sit there and cop it ever in my life. It was like it was a good 5 minutes of just him going ham.
So just like when
Full
you
monologue.
give it to my life on a podcast. I'll
Yeah,
just sit
pretty
there
much.
and-
Yeah.
can you send the link? I can't find it.
We'll find it for you later, Berks.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah.
Not now.
But what's going on?
Talk to me, LP. Are you concerned?
What's
They're starting to get a bit of.
What's
No.
the vibe?
I'm not concerned at all. It's made me think a little bit, though, to be honest with you. And I did have concerns coming into this run of fixtures where it was
Congested.
Yeah, Spurs, Bayern, Chelsea, Brentford, Villa, and now we've got a Champions League game tomorrow against Bruges.
Especially with probably your two most important players
Yeah, so I did have concerns
out
about
in your centre
that
backs.
this would be a period where we could potentially be looking at drop points. The way that we've dropped points in recent times has been a bit of a kick in the nuts. I won't lie. Like the last kick against Sunderland and the last kick against Villa. I don't like that, but I mean, I'd never expected us to go invincible after the Liverpool loss. So it's only normal that we are dropping points. And what I can say is it seems to be everything again seems to just be trying to pull Arsenal away from winning the title. Like losing 3 centre-backs.
Lucky
in
you
the
got
spa-
17.
In the space of one game week.
Wait, who's the
bro.
third? Gabriel,
we lost
Saliba?
Gabriel, Saliba and Mascara.
Oh, is Mascara out now too?
Mascara's
When
out
did
for
that
like
happen?
6 to 8 weeks.
Far out.
Yeah.
So even when you do have depth,
Yeah,
when the
we just get
ceiling's raised-
shafted.
How long
when
till
the
that-
floor is when the floor
the
is
floor is raised,
raised,
sorry,
we
yeah.
just still get shafted. So now we're having to play Ben White, who's played 2 back-to-back 90s for the first time since the 20.
But he's actually looked
24
okay.
season.
That
No,
guy
he is.
disappeared,
But it's been over a season and a half since he played.
And he's very
back-to-back
injury-prone as
90s.
well, so-
Yeah,
He just got dropped out from like
Timbers.
out of selection. You know, like he just fell out of the team because
There's
of
too many
who's ahead of him. Yeah,
Well, yeah, he just
Yeah.
felt it was just because Timbers unbelievable.
yeah. Because I was like, he hasn't been around for ages, bro. I forgot
Yeah,
about the guy.
Timber's gone to centre back, so we've lost the physicality of Saliba and we've lost the physicality of Gabriel there. Plus, we've brought in Hincapié into the left centre back position now. So it's a heavily rotated back line, which has resulted in Rice having to do a bit more sitting instead of gallivanting and just running around doing whatever he wants.
I was going to say now, because obviously the last couple of months have been, you've won games from playing well, good at defense. Now, is it time for your attackers to step up?
More than that, I think it's time for our midfielders to step up.
Zubimendi hasn't been.
And what I mean by that is I want Arteta to at least try Norgard. Like, what's the point of buying a 30-year-old captain from Brentford who played in the Prem for the last 5 seasons if you're not going to play him? Exactly. If he's not ready to play right now, what's the point of buying him? Do you know what I mean? So I'd like to see a bit more Norgard. I'd like to see Arteta use the squad a little bit better and not run players into the ground and then rotate them. Yeah, you know. But no, I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. I think as we get players back over this period, it's going to improve the performances. Yeah. It's only natural, the amount of games that we've played back-to-back and the amount of high-stake games we've had in this period as well definitely does play a toll when you look at the comparable fixtures that City have had. So we started the international break 4 points ahead of City. We're now 2 points ahead of them. Plenty of games to go till the next international break, and we'll see where we are then. Yeah.
Do you
go
go?
ahead. No, go.
Yeah. I was going to say, are you disappointed that, like, at the first hurdle, let's say, like you've had this run of shit luck with injuries, are you disappointed that it's immediately resulted in dropping of points?
Is it the first hurdle? Because
I think it's the first big hurdle this season so far.
I lost Saka for a couple of months earlier this season, and then I lost Madueke for 6 weeks, and then I lost Gyökeres, and then I lost Odegaard, and then I've lost 3 centre backs.
Yeah, now
which I still believe are your most important players.
Bar Saka, I think arguably the other ones are not
as impactful.
But what we're saying is, I lose Saka for a couple of months. Madueke plays every game. He gets injured as soon as Saka comes back. I lose Trossard for a couple of months, and then I lose Martinelli for a couple of months at the same time. Well, Martinelli was a couple of weeks at the same time as that. I'm starting Marino up top because I've lost all 3 of my strikers.
The greatest Premier League striker.
I've lost all 3 of my strikers, so I'm starting Marino up top. So
I don't think Gyökeres is much of a loss. But anyway,
Bar having Rice fit and Zubimendi fit for every game, the others haven't. So this is definitely not the first hurdle. What we're seeing, Raya. Well, I mean, a goalkeeper's a goalkeeper. Touch wood, nothing happens to him. But a goalkeeper you expect to be available, you know?
Yeah.
So this isn't the first hurdle, but what we are seeing, I think, is a culmination of all those injuries now catching up with the squad. Because against Villa, we look like it was the middle of March, bro. Genuinely, like
they played. Other than your 15-minute spur in the second half, they were all over you.
Yeah, Villa deserves all the credit. If anyone looked like they were getting points from that game, it was Villa from the start.
Bro, Villa have been unreal.
Bar the first 15 minutes of the second half, they looked unreal. But we just looked like we couldn't keep up, and that's the first time I've seen our midfield struggle like that. It reminded me of the first game against United, but in that game, I was like, it's the first game. The boys are just finding their way, whatever. Yeah, running the cobwebs out. Now it looks like the tank's on empty.
Yeah. Is that due to Arteta running Zubimendi and Rice into the ground, playing every game?
But who else is he going to play? Bar Norgard. Who's going to play?
Who else is there?
See, but
you know what I mean?
Now you've got who you're playing Club Brugge in the Champions League. Surely you rotate.
Yeah, well,
like I get it. You know, like we've mentioned to all your best players. You always want to play them, but man, December is a stacked month, and I said like it makes or breaks this season. I think this is the chance or a time for him to like rest majority of your like starting
Rice
11
hasn't
players.
even travelled, so he's not even going to play Club Brugge, but he's already brought out a couple of players. We're going to get a couple of players are going to have full week rest between game, and now we've got 3 home games and 1 away game before the end of the year. City's got 3 away games, 1 home game. Villa's got 3 away games, 1 home game as well. So let's really see how the next couple of weeks do pan out.
Yeah.
And we'll see where we are when the new year rolls over. Villa's lost 2 games in the past 2 seasons at Villa Park.
Wow.
And both of them have been to Palace.
All right. Another bogey club for this.
Villa does not lose at
Villa Park.
Good evening.
Good evening.
He's turned it around.
He's turned that place around, bro.
Bro, they didn't win a game in the first 5.
Yeah,
in the first 5,
3 losses, 2 draws.
Wasn't it like the first 3 or 4 games at all? Yeah,
they've had like 2 losses, 3 draws, and they've been now like they're just unreal.
You're on a run. When you're on a run, you're on a run.
Yeah.
This is the other thing. We have the shittest luck of playing teams when we play them. Like we play Aston Villa midday kickoff, right when they have no injuries at the prime. They're just on a steam train moment. We play Southampton fucking Sunday night
part
game.
of the Arsenal bingo again.
No, I'm just saying, bro,
It's like how we played last year. How we played all the top teams. You know what I mean?
Teams that win the title have luck. They have luck with injuries. They have luck with their players in crucial moments, and they have luck with the teams they play when they play them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's true.
Like Liverpool last year.
Yeah, if you go to every team at the peak of their powers with no injuries, it's not gonna be a cakewalk every single week.
Nah.
But when you play them when it's favourable for you, like they played us when we had one of our starting backline in at Emirates for the 2-2 draw last season.
Gabriel last season?
Gabriel got injured into the first half.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right.
You know
this
what I mean?
season we're saying, yeah?
No, last season.
But this season, same thing happened, didn't it?
Saliba went off
Saliba
3 minutes into the first half of that game as well.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, I think title winners have not just being an amazing team, they have a lot of things go their way as well. And at the moment, Arsenal's battling through things that aren't going their way. So we'll see. I haven't changed what I've said. I don't think we see second again. I might be wrong by the end of this weekend's game week.
But second is literally one loss away.
Yeah, it's 2 points.
Yeah, if you guys
It's
lose
2
this
point
week
gap to City.
and City win,
Yeah.
who have they got coming up actually?
Bro, I'm telling you, City are they're
Palace.
they're just
Wait, just call it. What was your head loss rating out of 10? 10 being completely blown
when
off,
Hincapie fucking
when he scored that last second goal. No, look, realistically,
bro,
it's not. He just
too many
hit.
touches, and then
When that goal went in, how'd you feel? Because I did it. I should have stayed up for that
Me
game.
and Fu were messaging. Yeah, my phone just went radio dead. I was on my bed, just looking at it, and I was like,
I want you to picture that.
Did you
You know
say
that
Hincapie?
feeling that you experienced.
Buendia?
You know that
Buendia?
feeling that you experienced. That like,
Do you mean Buendia?
I don't know. It just feels like someone's just.
Talking about this game?
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, you say Hincapie.
that's the feeling that I've experienced with United for the last. I don't know how many years, bro.
yeah, no, I hear
That
it.
feeling.
I hear it, but don't forget, I went through that for a very long time with Arsenal.
Of course.
as well. So I'm no stranger to the feeling, but it's become a distant memory in the
Especially
past couple
last
of
season.
seasons.
Not for long.
Yeah. So look, we'll see. Now it's on the boys to bounce back. The one thing I will say is it doesn't seem like there's too much of a panic. Arteta's words were very calm when he was speaking in his press conference.
You're done.
Huh?
What do you, no. What do you take what off?
Take what off, bro?
Well, I think
his
that,
hat.
was there anything else that we wanted to get into, boys?
No, that's
Surely
about
you
it.
don't
Thank
want to
God.
talk about a
Nah,
win against
No,
Wolves.
nothing. I actually genuinely don't.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk about United.
No one's
I will say thank you to Mbeumo for scoring.
Sorry. Other than the fact that apparently the club has come out and they said that there's a big chance we will not make any signings in January, which is going to be fucking bad. That's all.
I mean, it can't get any worse.
He can.
It sure can.
There's naturally players leaving for AFCON at the end of this week.
Yes.
I think Sunday. They
The 15th.
And Mad's already been called.
15th.
Who's? Oh, Thing's going. Unk's going.
Is he? Tosin?
I'm pretty sure he's gone Nigeria or something.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Bro,
That's gone.
basically our two most important players are gone.
So-
We're doomed.
Yeah.
Monday.
Mbeumo and
Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Yeah, and Mazraoui.
And Mazraoui, who's
Oh,
actually been
Mazraoui too,
okay
yeah.
the last couple of games.
So yeah, we'll see. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Off the Ball. We will be back next week. Thank you.
Thank you.